each chapter I'm going to guide you through what I hope you to get out of the chapters, and I'm going to do this through outlines. So the first outline you have for your first few chapters, chapters 1 and 2 of the book, what I would like you to do first is to fill out the timeline I've attached below. You can see that there are very specific dates that I have listed within the timeline, and up above here you see that you're going to fill out your timeline using the stages of Native American occupation map in chapter 2 of your textbook and the timeline in the back of your book. So I'll scroll down so that you can see all of the dates that you need to know. These dates are significant in that they help us set the timeline in Colorado history, help us begin to understand who it is that we're talking about within Colorado history and what we're talking about in Colorado history. So with the timeline, we then move down to our next focus. The next focus for us is the people. So within the first couple chapters of the textbook, what you're going to learn about are the people. And you can see that we have several populations here in Colorado history that I want you to focus on. We have the American Indian populations. The populations I want you to focus on are the Cheyenne and the Ute. So those are the people that you're going to write in number 1 and number 2. We're also going to look at the Spanish, Mexican, and the American populations. So as we look at the American populations, I want you to focus on 4 different subpopulations. Those populations are the fur trappers and traders, that's what you're going to write in number 1, explorers, that's number 2, settlers, number 3, and town builders or politicians in number 4. When we look at the people, those are the people in early Colorado history that really make a difference, and they are the ones that have the interactions that I want you to start to think about with Native Americans, Spaniards, Mexican people, and everybody else who comes into Colorado. So once we start to know that those are the populations that are here, you will then start to think about, well, who are these people? What sort of ideas do they have? How do they make Colorado history what it is today? So in our discussion this week, we will start to explore this idea about beliefs and culture. What sort of ideas and beliefs do these different cultures have about land use, about life? What my hope is that you will discover that they all have very different ideas about life and land use. And that is why we have what we have happen in Colorado history. With very different diverse cultures and different belief systems, you have a group of people who come and meet and bring those ideas and cultural systems to the forefront of their meeting. And so in the discussion, I'm hoping to open up our own ideas about those cultures and for you to explore the background of each culture. The last thing we're going to do this first week in Colorado history is you're going to watch the 5 states of Colorado. Within the movie, The 5 States of Colorado, you are going to learn about many things. But the things I want you to focus on, you can see here in the outline, are that I want you to know the 5 regions of Colorado. Colorado has a very diverse geography. The geography influences who settles in what area, along with what they do in the area for economic sustenance. So the second part, after you list the 5 regions of Colorado that I want you to focus on, are who settled in each of those 5 regions of Colorado and why did they settle in the region? What were they looking for? What did they find? What sort of belief systems did they have when they settled there? Maybe even what do they look like now as a result of who settled there? So what I'm going to do every week is give you a brief overview along with kind of a guideline for what I hope for you to get out of the week. Then you have this to study for tests in the future, along with a guide for you to focus your attention as you progress through the week.